Hi there, YouTube friends. Hope you're having a good day. I got a question for you. Have you ever caught the big one? That great big catfish, the one you dreamed about, the one you prepared for, the one that kept you up all night, the one that's 50 plus pounds, the big one. You know the one. I haven't either. I'm going to someday. But, you come into spring, you go buy the big, nice fishing pole with a new reel. You put the heavy line on it because you know you're going to get them, right? You're going to get the big one. So you got the line on it. You get these great big hooks, massive circle hooks that are bigger than you can imagine. You tie the knots for the circle hooks. You learn to tie them, the perfect knot. You get the right sinkers for how you're fishing, and then you get the bait for where you're fishing at, and to get the big flathead or blue. You've done your preparation. You also did your homework. You watched Justin on kayak catfishing, the guy who does it almost every time out. The dude's amazing. You watched 50 videos of that guy. You're prepared, and this is your year. So you go out, and you're sitting out there, and you got the spot. You can see the fish in the fish finder. You're at the right depth, and you got a big old crappie, the perfect bait, and you drop him down there to the bottom. You let him sit there 10, 15, 20 minutes, nothing happening. You're starting to wonder, well, is the bait still on there? So you grab your pole, take it out of the pole holder, you pull it up, it doesn't go anywhere. Great. I'm snagged, right? So next thing you do is pull it hard. As you pull it hard, it's slowly starting to come up like it's stuck in a tree limb that's moving or something. Now that's not normal. And you pull it up some more, and all of a sudden it yanks back down and about yanks the pole out of your hand. Holy crap, you did it. You hooked the big one. Now what do? The adrenaline you're feeling is very similar to deer hunting. You're up on a tree stand, and a massive 12-point buck comes walking right underneath you. It's a 12-point with drop tines, big body, your heart's pounding out of your chest. Same thing for that big catfish. In fact, it might be more, because now you're in a kayak, and every time you yank on him and he yanks back, your kayak kind of lifts that way, and it's real. What a trip. So you pull him up, he pulls down. You pull him up, he pulls right back down. He's about yanking the pole out of your hand. You go, crap. Now you're wondering, are my knots good? Is my string strong enough? So you loosen the drag just a touch for a little safety factor, right? And you fight them for 10, 20, 30 minutes, trying to get this fish up. And then finally, you just fed up. This is stupid. I got to get him up at least high enough I can see what it is. So you start cranking on him. You tighten your drag back down, and you start cranking and cranking and cranking on that rod, and he pulls down, and you crank some more, and you're slowly gaining on the guy. And I think they're swimming down. I don't know what's going on, because they won't come up, but you're pulling and pulling, and just about the time you think you might get a whiff of them, you might see them, his shadow down there in the water. You're pulling this thing up, and something funny comes up. Up comes a rope wrapped around your line. You go, what? Somebody lose a piece of rope? Well, how'd that happen? Then you realize that's the same rope you got on your anchor. You say, oh no. Oh yes. That fish wrapped around your anchor. Oh man. So you pull up some more, and all of a sudden you pull up again, there's nothing there except your anchor. You pull it up, and there's your anchor. And you're sick. And then you have a Pepto-Bismol moment. Where's the Pepto-Bismol? I think I'm going to be ill. So this is a true story. This happened to me 2-3 weeks ago. It was the catfish of my dreams. My heart was pounding. It was about to pound under my chest. Good thing the heart doctor wasn't there. He might have maybe cut the line or something. I don't know. But here's what happened. I've been thinking about it. How could this happen, right? So, you know, in the past fish you've hooked some down in the bottom corner of the jaw, some you hook up in the roof of the mouth, and use the big hooks on a small fish, and it'll actually come out their eyeball. I've had several like that, where the hook was a little big for the fish I was catching. Well, let's just say you hooked them in the top of the mouth. Flathead. Look like a flathead to you, doesn't it? We'll call it a flathead. And you hooked them right in the top jaw, right? And you're pulling this thing up, and he's pulling you back down, and you're pulling him up, and he pulls back down. Then he wraps around your anchor rope. Oh dear. I've not got enough hands, but watch this. I have a 10-pound anchor down here. He's pulling up, or I'm pulling up, he's pulling down. But I'm winning the fight. So now I am pulling the fish and the anchor up. You know what's going to happen? You probably already guessed it. Look at that. I'm pulling the anchor, unhooked. I wasn't down there. That's what happened. So, moral to the story. If you get the fish of your dreams, if you catch a little fish, you know it is not a big deal. Or even a medium-sized fish. But you get the fish of your dreams, pull your lines up. Pull your anchor up. Pull everything up. Take your time. Enjoy it. Sweet dreams.